really going to be here. So it's internet only, ladies and gentlemen, because this place is packed right now and everybody is ready and waiting. I am so excited to see how it's going to be when Gambit step out on that stage.
Yeah, it's going to be explosive. We saw little glimpses of them in the videos earlier on, and the crowd was going wild then. So when they actually get out here onto the stage, that's certainly going to be something to behold. Let's have a look right now then here at level 1. What action can we expect? I mean, in the last games we've seen, obviously, a bit of damage here, a bit of pushes in to get the wards down here and there, but honestly nothing that's resembled a big fight at the first level.
Well, just remember back to game 1, how many times Dimonco set up those kills with that Aqua Prison. He just landed there. He's going to throw that ward down the river, so it's going to be key for setting up kills. We'll see whether he does set up Nixar anytime soon. It's not looking like there's going to be anything really coming out as the level 1 fight. A lot of wards placed up the river. You can see 3 coming out from Instrument of Surrender, iOS, not to be confused with the operating system on the phones, and OGS, the only Gragas. I don't know why the S is on there. It's just OG should be really, but then I guess you'd be confused with some sort of gangsters.
And the IOs.
The OGs versus the IOs, yo, in it.
We're old and we're from England. We don't get that sort of stuff. So here we go then. Start off for the OGs with the Wolves.
Word.
And on the other side, the bottom lane, of course, going to be doing golems. We should mention right now with that start, we are on 3.7, so we are a patch behind what you've been seeing in North America, and that's quite frankly because the start of the European LCS has been 2 weeks on the road. So.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been fair for the teams or the players to just... generally players are the teams, but it wouldn't be fair on those guys to be switching it to 3.8 midway through the season, midway through the match. Oh, if that Aqua Prison would have landed, it took a lot of damage there. They're trying to trigger off his passive as early as possible, and Nike sent packing to go in that top lane. Knew he was going to be up in this setup, I feel. The fact that he's already gone cloth armor, as it is the same with Snake, so they knew that they were expecting a 2v1 lane, and that is exactly what they got. The question is, who is going to come out on top? Both Renekton and Zach will be happy to sit on the turret farming. They've got to be careful they don't get caught out. I can't imagine there's going to be too much diving going on either champion, because they are pretty brutal if you try and jump them on a tower, but it's looking like Snake may well get set up for one here. Mirror End is heading this way.
Yeah, a 3-man gank is possible, and we are going to see them come in with Grasping Root. Actually lands there. Snake decides to flash away from it, and he will walk to safely. Zyra actually went dangerously low from the tower itself there. Meanwhile, in this top lane, is that Knight going to be going down? He's got his passive, of course, to fall back on. Picks up a blob there at the end, and that will keep him alive.
Oh, when you just saw one little step from Nixar, he really wanted to get those spinning axes on towards Knight. This time he is going to jump in towards him, puts the Ignite down. That might be Nixar going down, you know. Is that Ignite going to be enough? He tries to get the lifesteal on the blobs. He will get it as well, and that will be first blood for Nixar.
That was a risky move in the first place from Knight to use that elastic slingshot to jump in there and get the Ignite down. He thought with that he might have just enough damage. In the end, turns out he didn't quite have enough damage, and that will be first blood going over to the Draven. And we saw that actually in game 1. He died instantly after that one to Nike. This time around, though, he stayed alive at the end, which could be a bit more of a deciding factor. He got that Vamp Scepter, Doran's Blade in there already. And we've already seen in the middle lane, the Kennen versus the Karthus. They've had a bit of a back and forth between them as well, with that Kennen starting out with boots and pots early on, so not deciding to go for that Doran's Blade for the early pressure.
So we've had a double switch around here as well. You can see Zach's now gone down to that bottom lane, but immediately Nixar and Dimonco will go down. So it's going to be Draven and Nami making sure he's not going to be able to get away with this one, not going to be able to bully it out. Also, of course, that does mean that Dayrune and Make the Split have gone up towards that top lane against Snake on Renekton. The blobs are being left around the map there. Nixar's like, yep, I'm going to keep those axes spinning through your big fat greeny globules.
Yeah, I'm trying to knock them down as you go. He's gone with that cloth armor now, which is obviously making him a little bit safer to all of that coming in. Let's see how Snake does here underneath the turret. Actually, he's going to go out on towards Dayrune, as we are going to see Fonka coming around the side. Got that blue buff on right now, so probably not wanting to risk too much there. Just wants to make sure that this top turret will be safe from OGS.
Yeah, no Hulks going out there either. And Dayrune's quite happily backed away from that one. Thought he may even try and go aggressive in this one. Nixar is looking at trying to be aggressive and towards Nike once again. Maybe Mike. Maybe it's Mike on the weekend. Who knows? But as he is, he's Nike right now. And the spinning axes continue going. The aggression from Nixar that we had heard about is still staying standard. But honestly, Snake's winning out this setup because he's got 21 CS now. He's built up, as we saw. Only Gragas backing off in that bottom lane. Snake did pick up a wave, and it kind of surprised me that they were doing the split. That's why Snake shoved it so heavily, but he kind of played into the OGS's hands because he shoved the lane down, and the AD carries was like, oh great, I'm going to get some free farm. And just look at Dayrune, you can see he's actually passed in terms of CS on that top lane. It was shoved completely up there. He's quite happy to take the advantage of it. Meanwhile, down the bottom, actually the tower is getting shoved very heavily, and Zach's in trouble here, but as is Snake.
Yeah, very interesting stuff as we are going to see the Kennen come in there. Can he get the stun down onto Snake though? Not quite able to get in range, and Snake will walk away. Survives another day, just about. In turn, the Slayer gets chased into the bush by the minions.
No, they just kited him to him. He was like backing off quite happily. And they're like, seriously, you're just going to run all these minions onto my head? Snake is still there, but look at this. Kennen is going to come back. He's going to pop that ultimate down. Will he get the stun on towards Snake? He's trying to put all the damage down. Here comes the Requiem, though. It should take him down. The turret does the damage. Dayrune is going to be next caught out here. Fomko comes in. He will be able to throw out the hook, but you can see the grasping roots comes in there. Here comes Warren to the lane waste. He's going to go down. One more should do it. Barrier was used. One more shot. He's going to have to turn back into it. Doesn't matter. The basic attack comes out from Warren. Now they're going to get caught towards Make My Split. That is going to be a triple. Very well played by Instrument to surrender.
Talk about going pear-shaped there for the only Gragas side. I mean, they thought that they had something coming out of that one. They thought that they could get in with that Kennen ultimate and get the kills down. In the end now, Miranda's come around. He gets the depth charge onto him, and they're looking at maybe taking down 2 turrets at once. In the end, I think good for them. With them being a little bit lower on HP, they decide to back off, but this bottom turret, Zach is coming back. But he might just be too late. There are a good wave of minions there, and Draven and Nami together gonna take down the first turret of the game.
Absolutely. So 5-0. That is a big, big lead. And if you remember game 1, that is exactly how they built it up before. They were 5-1, I believe, and they did not look back. And now 3.3 thousand gold ahead. And you know, maybe it's like a Russian thing, I don't know, but once they smell that lead, once they smell that blood, they will just pounce on it. And I expect to see a very aggressive iOS now that everybody's just popped back to buy. Looking at the gold across the board, you can see 500 gold lead between the 2 top laners that haven't really been against each other just yet. 800 gold between the AD carries, 800 gold lead for the AP carry. Big, big leads being built up across the map. Even 400 for the supports and 600 for the junglers.
Yeah, and it leaves a Karthus at 201 and a Draven at 200. They're 2 champions that are going to wreak havoc here for only Gragas once things get going in there. Once again, Snake decides to go in. We can see that Nautilus is working his way up here, and he's going to hug the wall, which means that Tribush is actually not going to spot them, and Dayrune is stuck around here to try and finish off that turret. He may just get that one finished. Wow. He does finally get the turret down, but he will die, and that will give Snake his first kill. Meanwhile, Turn the Slayer in the middle is going to be going very low, if not even further here. Requiem is not up, but he's trying to dodge everything, but he's still inside of the Defile. One more Q should do it, but he gets away just about. Here comes Sejuani. Can he lock him down from this one? Wall of Pain goes down. That's going to help him. Flash used by Sejuani. Muren going under the turret, but doesn't get the kill.
Requiem. Oh no, he hasn't got it available. I thought he was going to try and pop it. Trying to bait it as long as they could. There's going to be the spinning axes from Nixar from the bottom lane. He's not going to be able to get anything from it though. But look at this, in the top lane, Snake and Fomko bought himself all this time. They're going to take the turret down. I really have to question what Dayrune was thinking. Just going all in just to get that turret down and give yourself a kill. Yeah, you got the turret. Well done. Well, great. That's great. But you've also given a kill and an assist to your opponent. And honestly, a turret that you could have just returned back to in a couple of moments time and gone and got it anyway.
And that's the key point about that one, that turret probably would have gone down at a later point anyway, so it's probably not worth it in the end, although he may have just thought, well, I'm going to die anyway, and that was his thinking as to why he stood around to really finish off that turret. Right now, 4,000 gold. It's creeping slowly but surely towards what we saw in game 1 here. Dragon's going to be coming up next. That's going to put them even further into the lead. We'll see if only Gragas can do anything about this one. There's a ward on that curve bush that Ezreal has just passed by, which they'll know exactly that that one's coming in. Smite's available for Fromco, and he is going to finish it off.
Yeah, no problem there. Instrument of Surrender. Actually, I believe have had the first dragon every game so far and really had great dragon control. Of course, that one fight that they did have kind of backfired on them. The hook lands straight away. Turn the Slayer getting caught down and melted where he stands. The wave comes out from Dimonco, but honestly, it was too late. There was no surf there.
Didn't need to, it was just a wave bye-bye there to that Kennen. And right now, 4 men trying to reply to this one from only Gragas to keep that turret up. But I'm not sure that they're even going to be able to do it in the end.
Sometimes, Joe, they're just too subtle and people don't get them.
I know. They just don't. Sad times. There's Ezreal once again getting caught out. Ashley's, well, I forgot about Karthus, as apparently they did as well. And it's Snake, in fact, that picked up the kill there right at the end. No, it didn't. That's
a scumbag move. The Ignite managed to pick up the kill. The Aqua Prison's going to go down, and Magma Split is just going to melt. And this is turning into an avalanche right now. Instrument of Surrender, well, they may well be forcing it once again. 11 minutes gone already, and look at it. They've taken the bottom turret, they've taken the top turret, and now the mid one going down. Just 11 minutes gone in this game. They are piling through the mid lane.
Yeah, I was going to say 11 minutes gone already. Well, that is 9-0. That's pretty much something that we don't see in terms of First Blood. It's not uncommon that 10 minutes is the first time we see a kill in some of these games. Right now, we've got 4 turrets down. We've got 9 kills on the board. We've had a dragon already in this one, and it's not going to stop at this point. If you look down the items now, it's almost a little bit redundant to do so because, of course, with that massive lead comes a massive lead in items as well. We see a BF Sword Vamp set to Berserk Greaves, double Doran's Blade for the Draven, who's also 20 CS ahead of the Ezreal, who's got the Berserk Greaves home guarded up right now, has to get back in lane faster when he dies, as has been the case at least, 0-3-0. Doran's Blade ×2. And the longsword, and that just shows you how far behind he is there. Look at Zac as well, that's another prime example. A little bit ahead in CS, but 4-0-2 down in kills. He's now completely nullified my point, which was going to be about the Giant's Belt and that chain vest, which he's just now picked up as well.
But the rod of ages and the tier of the guys, you can see the tier has been just completely rotating, non-stop, stacking it up one to every single chance he gets. And that is going to be built up. Seraph's Embrace will go on there. The Aqua Prison comes out, doesn't land on towards Day Ruin, but we do see a ping on towards Fomco, and Fomco was heading south again, and he is going to come around the back of him. If they don't start moving now, you can see he's going to put the Tri-Bush ward down, actually. Just about manages to land it. Is it going to be too little too late there? They're going for Day Ruin. Here comes Mirror End coming out the side there, but the wave catches all 3 members. There's going to be the spinning blades, and the Aqua Prison catches both of them again. Make the split. He's just going to get dropped down. It's a double kill picked up by Day Ruin. He's going to go for the next one. Actually, it's Nixar that does get it. Tell a lie, because Daruin is the one that died at the start.
And we see once again why Dimonco shouldn't be allowed to play this gnarly. Yeah. He's absolutely on fire with it again. 0-0-7 up at this point. I am not sure why Mirror End actually stood around for that one, but he's basically given that kill away to Fomco, and it looks like we could see another turret going down here. 4 men pushing onto the inner bottom lane.
And also the top lane's being pushed as well, because Snake's up there. He's on the turret as well. Zac is about to try and deal with him. There goes to be the True Shot Barrage, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stop them. They can just keep working down this turret, and now they're looking at maybe trying to pick up a kill. Wall of Pain does manage to go down. There's the Stranglethorns, actually. They still haven't finished his turret off, so the turret's going to start doing damage. It's still hitting Nami at the moment at the back there. Fomco is going to get it down. Nixor will get their stop down. Here comes Requiem. Will Fomco go down from it? Yes, he will. He's going to see Magma Split. Magma Split's going to get taken down, and Nixar is cleaning up here. A great Aqua Prison. Is it going to be enough to get away from it? The Arcane Shift, not going to happen though. Flash is out of it. He's going to try and bait around, but those spinning axes are just doing too much pain right now. It was a 3-for-3, but another turret picked up. And look at this. Can Zac try and come in? He's going to have Mirror End on him. Yes, he will. Gets the Glacial Charge. He will manage to slow him down. Nixar will go down. That's going to be a big amount of gold for someone. It is going to be Nike.
Yeah, and that's a welcome thing. The problem is in that 3 kills that they got earlier on, 2 of them actually went over towards Zyra. He got a double kill there, didn't make me split. And in the whole time that was going on, Snake has been pushing up this top lane. That's another inner turret going down. That's 5 turrets already. And look at the gold. It's almost 10k. after 14 minutes.
Yeah, that's not good news. That is not good news. When they've got nearly 50% gold lead over you, that generally spells you are going to lose this game, and all stats point that direction. Zach has gone towards the top there to try and cut off on towards Snake, but Snake has gone away. He's gone back to base. 4-0-2 for Snake as well. Wasn't involved in that last fight. 6-1-3 for Nixar now, and you can see he's already got that bloodthirst completed, and he's well on his way towards that last Whisper. In comparison to Dayruin, he's miles behind, isn't even close. 0-5-3, he's been just picked on, frankly bullied. If this was a school, they'd be giving him some, I don't know, extra homework or something, because he's just getting picked on. I'm trying to think of the damn word. What's the word?
Detention.
Expelled, detention, that's the one I'm looking for. Oh, it's been a while since I was at school.
You're not kidding there. It's been a while since I was at school, so I can only imagine, Demon, how many years that's been for you.
Back when the cane were real.
They had cavemen back then. So right now then we can see this entire jungle being taken away by Instruments of Surrender, and the dragon up in just 20 seconds time as well. Will be a juicy target. Couple of wards put down to make sure no one's there. In fact, they got wards along that entire bottom side of the jungle. There's a bit more farm for this 6-1-3 Draven right now, and we saw in that last fight how instrumental he can be, but it's really with him paired with Demonco, who even during that last fight there was still landing those aqua prisms on exactly the right people at exactly the right time. The coordination between this bottom lane of Nixar and Demonco has been pretty ridiculous.
And it shows that they have been a partnership for, I think it was 2 years or something like that. It shows that those guys have been together for a long time. Another dragon picked up there, just keeping that gold lead. 9,000 gold. Now they're going to try and collapse around them. They are a long way up the lane here. The Wayne? I don't know where the Wayne is, but lane is definitely in trouble. There's going to be actually clutching onto Warhunter, and that may well be a bad mistake because the rest of the team come around there. Defile gets popped, and Let's Bounce was used to simply get the hell out of dodge.
Yeah, it was more like a let's pounce, you know, from a cat. It didn't really do a lot. They didn't follow it up there. He's not doing any real damage with it at the moment. Like, it just didn't offer that much. It was a little bit of a, I think, a desperation move, even if you can even call it that, with just one guy going in there. The rest of the team, if they'd have followed up. Now, this is something that Jack famously said a couple of years ago, maybe by now, that it's better to make a bad call and all 5 men follow it than make a brilliant call and only 1 man do it. Because if they'd have all been there, that could have actually picked them up a couple of kills, which, yeah, they may have lost 3 for it, but right now that's the only real option that they have of getting in there.
Well, everybody backs away from that one. You see the teleport rings coming out as he slides back along. But it does mean that only Gragas have a chance, have a small moment to try and push, see if they can make some advantages, and that is exactly what Dayruin is trying to do. Had to go for last Whisper, first item. That tells you how much trouble that the Dayruin is in, because he really needs to get some sort of strength item in there. When I say strength, I mean obviously attack damage. I'm not going to get confused with any other game. 15-14. 15-14? 15-4 is the kills, and that's honestly exactly, this is almost identical to game 1. They haven't quite landed quite so many ultimates in absolute perfect style like they did in game 1, but in terms of layering and in terms of damage, they have got it down. In Instrument Surrender, it's a different team to game 2 that they just had, and you know, they went with a fairly similar line setup, a fairly similar option. And you know, we talked about OGS actually in game 2 saying, when they were picking Assembly Champions, saying obviously they figured something out. Well, they did. It worked on them, but they need to figure it back out again. And that certainly the analysis desk has it right. That's going to be Glacial Prison landing.
Yeah, they're going in on towards Nixar here, and he's going to go down underneath the turret. And it's a nice way to catch out, but look at what they've used for that. That's a lot of ultimates thrown in straight in on top of that 1 kill. 4 ultimates used there. Is the Let's Bounce coming in? Let's see what they can do with this one. The Nami wave comes back. Nike having to bounce his way back off behind the turret, and this will surely give them the turret. Dayruin is actually tanking it up, and in the end, they've not managed to finish it off.
They couldn't take it down, and there's a big wave at the bottom that they're going to have to deal with as well. So just Nixar going down. Of course, I say just, he is their main AD carry. Got kind of caught out just trying to defend it. But now that they know, everybody from OGS has backed away. And look at this. They're going straight for a Baron again. 19 minutes in. We saw an 18-minute Baron in the last game. They're not hanging around on these Baron calls.
No, and they've made it in the perfect timing as well. I mean, you've got Zyra who's up there doing a bit of warding. You've got all those ultimates down as they went in underneath the turret on them. Yeah, okay, Sejuani's got a smite up for that one, but is that going to make much of a difference? 2,000 health left on it there. We saw Nixar coming out just to make sure that they didn't push around, and now they're going to engage the fight.
They're going straight in. The ultimates are available, and you can see immediately the catch on towards Make the Split's going to drop here. Nike's the next one that's going to be the focus. Is a double kill picked up by Snake. Can they get on towards Nike? He's going to try and back away. Requiem comes out. Will it be enough to pop him down? Yes, it will. The passive's there. Just stamp on those globules. That's all they need to do. And now the hook comes flinging in. Ruin goes down. It's a triple now for Snake as he goes godlike, and they are just stomping their way home to victory.
And Sejuani is back in base. Like, well, we weren't ever going to be able to come out on top of that one. I'm just going to get myself out of harm's way, see what defense I can put up from this one. But that leaves us 6-2-6 with Draven. Snake with that Renekton. It was pretty unbrilliant, I think is a really terrible word to use for him, but also gets the point across nicely that he didn't do anything really special in that last game with a Renekton, but this time around, he has done so well with him. 7-0-2 at this point. And as that inhibitor turret does go down, and the inhibitor with it, they decide to back away and buy up.
Yeah, 7-0-2. That's going to have a chunk of gold. They're going to pick up the blue on the way through as well. Just hoover that one up. 6-2-6 for Nixar. They're desperately trying to... Oh, just flashes it through. He does catch one out. But the rest of the team, they're going, well, okay, if you want some exit kills, we're all going to back off from this one. Not going to get caught out by that one. But honestly, only Gragas, their day has indeed been ruined. And he's only on 0-6-4 right now. He's desperately trying to farm up as much as he can in that bottom lane. But frankly, he is so far behind right now, again, on his opposite number, who we knew was going to be aggressive Nixar. We were told early on that if he gets on Draven, he is going to be a monster, and he is showing it. But it's not over-aggression. He's doing it very well played. He's not completely diving in, though some would say he has done a few Hosan moves, but he's not completely going psychopathic, I think is the word I could use, and just flying in without any reason. He's always got support of his team. He's always got Fomko coming out from the side, but more importantly, he's always got Demonko setting him up.
Yeah, and Demonko is actually, and it always is a fight. The support is the unsung hero of these combos.
Well, it was support week last week.
Well,
we gave them a whole week.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Actually, they've been doing really, really well, and that's the great thing that I think the community is starting to see that more and more as we do see a ward down there. Are they going to phase check into it? Nope. Just not just yet. I've got Nautilus on this bottom lane, and it looks like they may want to try and push that one out, and smartly so, because the top lane inhibitor is down, and those super minions are going to start to stream in there slowly. We've got Warns here doing the dragon. He's got blue buff Karthus, and he's going to do it all on his own, and it's going to be fine.
Well, we're seeing that, but what we're missing is the pink wall that's been going on between them. The Oracle War, they've been clearing, the two supports have been clearing out those wards in that red area. This time Warnter, after, like you say, picking up that Dragon all on his own, stretches that gold lead, and look at it, it's 13,000 the gold lead right now. They're pushing on the bottom lane. Daruin, well, he's been having a problem on Ezreal this time around. Played fantastic last game, don't get me wrong, but you can see he's going to throw out that True Shot Barrage, trying his best to keep that wave clear. The rest of the team are going to rotate round. Wall of Pain goes down, doesn't catch on anyone. We're going to see whether Fomko throws out that hook. I don't think he will, but once that conga line of minions gets wiped out, we're going to see a little bit of a standoff.
We can still have a decent engagement here from them, but you gotta wonder whether they will really be able to carry it through beyond taking maybe one or two men down, especially with that Karthus in there, which, you know, dead or alive, is helping the team. You've got the Kennen, who probably needs that Zhonya's right now, with that Draven chunking so much damage with a 7-0-2 Renekton at this point. And not to mention getting in there and getting that Zhonya's pop would be a real big bonus for them, as they are going to manage to catch Dayrun, and he is dead from that one instantly. Kennen's going to dive in on top of them, and you can see there is a decent amount of damage coming down here, but with the Requiem coming in, they are going to be exploded, and that will be an ace once again for just 2 kills. They decide, you know what, forget that bottom turret, let's go for the inhibitor turrets, for the Nexus turrets, and win the game.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. An Instrument of Surrender will be moving into the final. Who will they be facing? That is the question. Of course, the next semi-final will be tomorrow, but what a fantastic games. 3 great games, honestly, from these ones. 3 very aggressive games, and once again, 24 minutes gone in this game. It is going to be all over, 24/7 in kills.